What, you're expecting something else? That was good. I normally knock out about an hour. But today I'm actually an hour. Just a little under my mileage goal because I gotta get to the office this morning. I got a meeting. So I need to get home and get some breakfast and get a shower and get dressed and get to the office. There is this urban legend that's been popularized by the media and advertisers in that if you exercise enough, you can lose weight. Well, maybe a little bit, but not really. If that were true, 3 years ago when I hit my annual high for bicycling of 1,800 miles in 1 year, I would have had a body that looked like it came off the cover of Runner's magazine, and I did not. The human body has an internal fuel gauge. If you just simply cut back on the amount of food you eat, your gas gauge says you're hungry. If you use a lot more gas because you're doing endurance aerobics, your body says you need more gas. My hourly bike ride in the mornings that I'll try to do 3 times a week, I'll burn about 350 to 425 calories depending on my pace during that ride. But my body's telling me you're now in a deficit of that 300 and plus calories, so you need to put something in the tank. And I do. So you come home and you eat. So how do you lose weight? I'm not an expert on this subject. I can tell you what works for me. I simply reduce the amount of complex carbohydrates in my diet, eat a lot more natural fats and proteins. Yes, I know the Spyder has reverse gear, but there's some sort of pleasure I get out of just pushing it back out of the garage like I used to do my airplane. I don't know why, just a throwback.
So you're probably saying to yourself, if exercise does not contribute to weight loss, what is the point? Well, I'll be glad to tell you. There are 2 things that come to mind. Number 1 is the look on my doctor's face the first time this happened. And actually the first time it happened, it kind of scared me. I just started cycling a lot and had just changed physicians. And I'm sitting down at my doctor's office for my annual physical after having a battery of blood tests. He looks at the blood test results. He looks at me with this weird stare that puts concern in your heart, because when a doctor looks at you like that, and then he looks back at the chart. He looks back at you and says, I don't know what you're doing, but don't stop it. And then he goes on to say, he goes, we generally don't see numbers this good in somebody your age. And I'm going, what do you mean? And he elaborated, but the point is, yeah, and a lot of it is probably due to my genetics, a lifestyle, but a lot of it has to do with exercise. And he said the vast majority of people do not exercise in any way, shape, or form. And there is no evidence to suggest that actual exercise will actually make you live longer. It will let you live healthier and a more active life for the time that you're alive. Really, that's what I'm looking for. And the most important thing is the way it makes me feel. When I go for long periods of time without doing any exercise, I feel like my blood has turned to sludge, and it is a terrible feeling. I'm listless, I don't have any energy, but when I exercise regularly, I just feel great. I'm top shelf, and I've been back in the cycling here recently on a more regular basis, about 30-35 miles a week. Now the humidity is broken, so I don't feel like I'm trying to breathe water from the humidity. So I'm loving that, and I just feel great. The endorphin level is phenomenal. So since the weather is so nice, I decided to take the Spyder to the office this morning for my staff meeting. weather's just great. And I've got to get the Spyder ready for the Spyder Rally in Maggie Valley. We're heading out of town Wednesday next week, and it's a 6-day trip. So that's going to take a little bit of packing and organizing, especially since we don't know what the weather's going to be. Our long trips so far in the Spyder have all been during June, July, August, September, when the weather is really, really warm or mild. And this is the first time we've ever taken a trip where the potential for cold weather. So we have to pack appropriately in anticipation of the weather. I've even seen the temperature actually hit the 40s in Maggie Valley the last couple of weeks. Maggie Valley is a little bit higher up and is nestled in the foothills of the Smoky Mountains. I just love these people who just change lanes in front of you and slam on the brakes like they're totally oblivious. It's all about me, my own private Idaho. A couple things I got to do this week before we head out of town next week. I need to produce 2 videos. The one I'm working on right now, and working on another one, so I can have it up and go live while we're out of town, while I'm shooting the Maggie Valley trip. Oh, that was a pretty good little meeting. Generally speaking, I am not a fan of staff meetings because I'd say typically, it's been my experience, often could be a very time-consuming event. I developed a saying that whatever can be accomplished in a 2-hour meeting could also be accomplished in a 5-minute memo. But the meetings we have are different, and since we all the agents work independently, we typically all work from our homes. We don't get to the office on a regular basis because everything is done electronically. To compare notes, see how everybody's doing, and to get up to date on any changes. So our meetings are pretty productive and a good chance to catch up with everybody. So I enjoy those. So they are the exception to the rule about meetings. The VBPD now uses what appears to be BMW GS series motorcycles, gone away from the Harley Davidson. It's lower maintenance, more reliability. Okay. So a little bit about the, whoa, stop. Good Lord, lady. A little bit about the trip next week. Leaving on Wednesday. Heading out to Maggie Valley, which is at the foot of the Smoky Mountains, for a big Spyder Rally. First time out to a Spyder Rally. It's amazing. We've been riding this machine now for a year and a half. And although we have seen a couple parked on the side of the road, or parked in places, we have never actually had a chance. Oh, that guy's truck does not sound good at all. So although we have seen a lot of Spyders parked in parking lots, met some Spyder drivers who were without their Spyders, we have not had a chance to actually, with the exception of Terry, talk and ride with any other Spyder drivers. So we're looking forward to that at the Spyder Rally. The first night we get there, there's supposed to be a collective ride from Maggie Valley to the little town of Cherokee, North Carolina. A lot of good memories in that area, Maggie Valley and Cherokee. When I was a youngster, that would be our vacation spot. It seemed like every year that would be where we always went. Kind of a wholesome, backwoods, inexpensive vacation. So haven't really haven't been up there since I was a teenager. So, been all around it, through it, but not actually to that destination at some time. So, looking forward to it.
So getting ready for the Maggie Valley trip next week, we're pretty much taking the same gear that we take on pretty much all of our trips, with the exception of a little extra insulation, because the weather is a good chance we're going to experience some cooler weather. And there's always a chance, knowing us, if you follow our channel, you know we're going to get rained on. So even though we have the Gore-Tex type membrane liner for our motorcycle jackets, that's really good in the in warmer and more temperate climates. But consider we're facing some potentially cold weather and cold rain, we decided to upgrade a little bit to a little bit more heavier duty stuff. We stopped at All Out Cycles in Chesapeake, visited Dave Hansen again, and picked up some rain gear. This is the Can-Am Spyder jacket. It comes with a detachable hood. It is really heavy duty. This one's the high vis model, and it fits over top of your motorcycle jacket, which is ideal. So you can wear it alone if we're out and about and it's raining. And another thing that I like that is zippered into the collar is a neoprene style hood. Very lightweight, but you can fit it over your head, under your helmet, and it will actually keep the water from coming down your neck and into the back of your jacket. It will just run on down. I like that. Now this is Miriam's jacket. They did not have my size, and so we went ahead and ordered mine through the dealership. It should be coming in Friday, which is plenty of time for our trip next week. So it's a very high quality jacket, and what I like about it promotes Can-Am. I'm going to be using the same Gore-Tex style waterproof breathable pant. I checked, these will actually fit over top of the motorcycle pants. So for in a rain environment, all I gotta do is stop, kick off the boots, slide these all over top, and put on the rain jacket, and we can continue on. Also, if you don't spend that much time outside, the addition of a rain jacket, or a vapor barrier if you would, is a great additional source of insulation. I learned this years ago in doing backpacking, that if you create dead air layers under your coat, once you put this on, you create an area of non-moving air, and that's called loft, and that actually gives you a lot more insulation and heats you up. So in cold weather, although this doesn't offer that much insulation by itself, it will help add to the insulation value of the clothing you do have on. So if we run across any actually chilly weather, we can put these on, and it will keep us a little bit warmer. Well guys, we're going to get ready to wind up this video slowly. The day is almost over. It's 6 o'clock. I haven't done everything I'm supposed to be doing today on my list, to include fix dinner. It's my night to cook. So I may have to take Miriam out and treat her to dinner. She should be home momentarily. If you're going to be one of the folks at the Spyder Rally next week in Maggie Valley, North Carolina, and you see us, please say hi. We get such a kick out of that. We've got a few of our followers who've actually said they're going to be there. We hope to get actually a chance to say hi to them and maybe do a ride together. You just never know. It'd be great fun. So we would look forward to that. And feel free to message us on Facebook and just let us know so we can make a list of folks we hope to run into. So until next time, thanks for watching, and y'all take care.
If you like this video, give it a thumbs up.
If you don't like it, give it a thumbs down.
And don't forget to subscribe.
Feel free to leave a comment below.